Right now, the trial for a DCI agent charged in the shooting of Quadrin Wilson is underway. We're live at the courthouse with the latest.
Also, a condo owner calls for action after dealing with a number of issues with her new home.
And later, tenants in a Beloit apartment complex are speaking out about alleged mismanagement and unlivable conditions as the complex undergoes renovations. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. The trial of DCI agent Mark Wagner began today in Dane County Court.
In January of last year, a judge ordered him to stand trial for shooting Quadrin Wilson in 2022. Kyle Pazorski is live at the courthouse tonight with the very latest. Kyle?
Good evening. As you may recall some of the details, but if not, here's a rundown of what's happened up until now. Mark Wagner, an agent of the Wisconsin Department of Criminal Investigation, is charged with endangering the public when he fired on Quadrin Wilson as part of an arrest operation involving multiple agencies. Wagner was first in line of a string of agents approaching the car and is accused of firing into it carelessly, putting the public in danger. Today, jury selection took place as Judge Julie Genovese and both sides' attorneys whittled down the pool of potential jurors. It's a process called voir dire, done to see which ones are qualified to serve. And as the jury was selected, we watched as Judge Genovese delivered instruction to the juror pool.
You must carefully evaluate the evidence and resist any urge to reach a verdict that is influenced by any bias for or against any party, witness, or attorney.
Jurors will meet back again tomorrow to begin learning the details of the case as both sides lay out their arguments, and that'll begin promptly at 8:30. Of course, News 3 Now will continue to bring you coverage all throughout the trial as we learn the fate of Wagner. Reporting in downtown, Kyle Pazorski, News 3 Now.
All right, Kyle, thank you. Now to an update in the search for Elijah Vu. Two Rivers police say a blanket belonging to the missing 3-year-old has been found in Manitowoc County. They say it was found nearly 4 miles from where the boy was last seen. They say they found it earlier in the investigation, but didn't elaborate. The boy was last reported seen at the apartment of Jesse Vang. Prosecutors say the boy's mother, Katrina Bauer, sent her son to stay with Vang for disciplinary reasons. Both have been charged with child neglect and are due back in court this week. Today, Vang asked for his child neglect charge to be dismissed. His attorney argues the criminal complaint isn't specific enough in its allegations against Vang. Colder temps settling in for most of the week. Let's check the first one forecast. Meteorologist Jacob Madison. Jacob?
Yeah, right now we are seeing those colder temperatures. We've seen it yesterday and today, but we are going to continue to see the cold temperatures for the most part, and also some snow is in the forecast. Now, looking at the current conditions, 35 degrees in Madison, partly sunny to mostly sunny skies. Winds aren't too bad right now. Obviously, it is a little chilly outside. As we head to the overnight hours, temperatures will drop a little further. Looking at the current temperatures, 35 in Madison, but middle 30s across really all of Dane County. And there weren't a lot of particular areas that got to 40. Most of us were in the 30s, which is below average for this time of the year. So taking a look at the evening forecast, we'll see the temperatures dropping to around 30 degrees by the end of the evening, but they're not going to fall too much further. We'll see low temperatures kind of in the lower 30s, upper 20s for our region throughout the night. And tomorrow will be a little pleasant. I mean, it's not going to be very mild, but it will be a little bit above average with highs in the upper 40s and lower 50s. But tomorrow will also be the nicest day this week, as we are going to see an alert day Thursday night for some snowfall. And the temperatures aren't really going to change too much starting Wednesday, as they'll be in the 30s. We could see about 1 to 5 inches of snow for our entire area, but we also have another alert day for Sunday and Monday of next week. Now, this system will produce both snow and rainfall, and I'll talk more in detail about both coming up a little bit later.
One person is recovering from serious injuries after a fire in a Madison apartment this morning. Fire crews were called to 1702 Thayer Road to investigate a fire alarm at 1225. There, the crews searched the building and found water coming from an apartment on the first floor. The person living there was treated by paramedics and taken to a local hospital.
Janesville Police Department planning to hold a multi-agency active threat training tomorrow and Thursday, scheduled from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. It'll be at Parker High School. Officers will undergo scenario-based training simulations utilizing the best practice ideas from the Advanced Law Enforcement Rapid Response Training Center at Texas State University. The goal is to help law enforcement preparedness and response to active threat response in the community. News 3 Now's Call for Action team is taking action for you. getting answers when you can't.
In the case of a condo owner, she reached out to us after she had a series of issues with her brand new home. Our Catherine Merck tells us about her efforts to get the developer to respond. Catherine?
I met Mary Karsten back in January when she told me she had a series of problems when moving into the Churchill condos in DeForest. She says the unit experienced code violations and many other issues that she believes was due to plain and simple poor craftsmanship. I spoke to some of her neighbors as well, and they sent me dozens of photos of problems like holes in screens, water in the basement, leaking pipes, and messy landscaping that Mary says was supposed to be covered in the contract.
Talked to landscapers, and they've said really to get it up to par would cost us $80,000 to $100,000. And as a new condo complex and association, we just don't have those types of funds saved up in our reserve yet.
I reached out to the city and the developer for a response on the matter and tried to find out how this community could fix these homes moving forward. We're going to have the full story tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Well, tenants in one Beloit apartment complex are speaking out about alleged mismanagement and unlivable conditions.
Our Maddie Himes sits down with some of them to hear those concerns.
I just don't want to be living like I'm a homeless person just because they finna upgrade my apartment.
Beloit's Woodside Terrace is an affordable living community. Of the complex's 120 units, 116 are home to elderly, disabled, or low-income tenants. Owned by Wisconsin Management Company, the complex is currently undergoing renovations. But the already vulnerable tenants tell me the construction has disrupted and even displaced them.
This is the handicapped and elderly building. You know, I recently had a stroke a couple of months ago, and I had to pack up my whole apartment.
I sat in on a meeting of about 10 tenants, each one echoing concerns about paying rent money while also searching for alternative short-term living arrangements.
It's a lack of communication between the construction people, the office people, and the tenants.
We received a statement from Wisconsin Management Company and Community Preservation Partners, reading in part, ADA units require more extensive updates, and residents in these units may need to vacate their units for up to 30 days. During this time, residents will be provided with hotel and food vouchers for the entire period at no cost to them. But tenants told me some of them had been displaced for up to 2 weeks with only a one-night motel voucher. Many have resorted to staying in their cars, in shelters, and even piling into one another's units, all while paying rent for their own apartments.
I didn't even know this young lady right here.
Sure did.
But guess what? I know her now because she had no place to go, and I invited her to my place.
Reporting in Beloit, Maddie Himes, News 3 Now.
And we will continue to follow these tenants as they experience changes to their living conditions.
The Beloit Veterans Service Office will close next Monday as the department prepares to combine its 2 offices into its new office. The current courthouse office will have limited capacity during next week as furniture, equipment, and information technology resources are prepared for the move. The new office will be located at 1747 Center Avenue, Suite 100, in front of the Dr. Daniel Hale Rock County Resource Center. Renovation is expected to be completed the first week of April. Veterans who need services are encouraged to contact the primary office contact number. That's 608-757-5552.
Best spellers in the state are headed to the National Spelling Bee. We want to congratulate the top 2 finishers from the Badger State Spelling Bee. Aiden from Madison's Blessed Sacrament defended his title, came in first once again. Nethra from Forest Park Middle School in Franklin finished second. The 2 will represent Wisconsin when they participate in the Scripps National Spelling Bee in Maryland on May 28th. Next at 6, a major milestone in accessing contraception in the United States today.
Also, SSM Health partnering with Lincoln Elementary School to help provide one of their most needed supplies. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
Seriously injured? Don't wait to get the help you need. We've been successfully helping injured Wisconsinites for over 35 years. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Expand your outdoor landscaping and get an 11% rebate on our huge selection of landscape blocks from Menards. Get free estimates fast on your next block project. From patios, retaining walls, fire pits, and more. You can design the landscape of your dreams for free. Visit the store or Menards.com to get started on your next project today. Get an 11% rebate on all landscaping blocks.
Washington has become corrupt. Career politicians sell themselves to special interests and end up working for them and not you. I've worked hard, been fortunate. I don't need their special interest money, and I won't take it. If you decide to elect me as your next senator, I'll donate my entire salary to a Wisconsin charity every year. I'm Eric Hovde. I can't be bought, and I'll put you and our country first. I approve this message.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. News 3 Now This Morning, moving forward. Weekdays. You're watching News 3 Now at 6, moving forward.
The first oral contraceptive approved for over-the-counter use with no age limit in the United States is now available for online purchase. Online sales began this morning for Opill via the drug maker's website and Amazon. Perrigo, the company behind the pill, says 1-month packs will be sold with a suggested price of $19.99. No prescription is necessary. Approved by the FDA last year, the company says Opill is 98% effective at preventing pregnancy when taken as directed at the same time every day.
I think is a win for everybody. It allows improved access to contraceptive care to women. It is also, I think, financially very doable.
The company says orders will be fulfilled within a day or two, and they will be sent in plain, unbranded boxes for customer privacy. Following the online launch, Opill is expected to hit shelves later this month at major retailers and pharmacies, including Walgreens and CVS.
In this week's Time for Kids report, one Madison elementary school receives a basic need that many overlook. Our Jalen Banks went to Lincoln Elementary School along with SSM Health to help out with their toilet paper drive. SSM Health partners with Lincoln to help with a multitude of needs. The school surveyed parents asking for some of their main needs other than food, and the common answer was toilet paper.
This is extremely helpful. Honestly, our parents and our families, some of the most basic needs that we take for granted every day is what they most desire. But toilet paper is like the hot ticket item that if and when it ever comes across, it's gone within seconds flat.
According to the United Way of Dane County, nearly 60,000 residents in the county live in poverty, making it difficult for them to secure those basic necessities. Still ahead, a popular sports magazine getting a fresh start after nearly shutting down.
Plus, how you can support your favorite local restaurant and hamburger, courtesy of the Wisconsin Beef Council. And the snow could be making a comeback later this week. Jacob has the complete forecast right after the break.
This month, we're looking for 200 homeowners interested in getting a new fence. We're offering up to $1,000 off, plus an upgrade of up to 10 free solar caps. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Call now or visit the website for your new fence today.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Looking for a better probiotic? Try Florigen. It's refrigerated behind the pharmacy counter to maximize freshness and potency and deliver 3 times more good bacteria for supercharged digestive and immune support. Ask your pharmacist for Florigen probiotics today.
We forge steel bars that hold up bridges, propel ships, and send rockets into space.
But for years, China's been lowballing their prices, so it's been tough to compete.
We can't let China steal Wisconsin jobs, so I wrote a law to require American infrastructure projects use American iron and steel.
Tammy Baldwin got President Trump to sign her Made in America bill.
And then she got President Biden to make it permanent.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Tammy Baldwin has our back.
Catch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they clash with the Celtics on your new local home for select Bucks games. Watch as Giannis and the Bucks ship up to Boston to tangle with one of the top teams in the league in an Eastern Conference showdown. Don't miss it when the Greek Freak gets unleashed. Bucks, Celtics, on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Wednesday at 6:30 on WISC TV 3. You're watching News 3 now at 6. Moving forward.
You now have a chance to promote your favorite burger in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Beef Council is accepting nominations for their inaugural Wisconsin's Best Burger Contest. Now, everyone has a favorite spot they choose when burger hunger strikes, and this is the opportunity to recognize those restaurants that work hard to create those delicious memories. Right now, you can nominate your favorite beef burger from a Wisconsin restaurant on the Wisconsin Beef Council website. Earlier this morning, News 3 Now's Josh Sprider asked Angie Horkin why an event like this is so important for the Badger State.
Wisconsin Beef Council is super excited to be hosting the first year of the Wisconsin's Best Burger Contest. This is a wonderful way for us to support our great food service industry here in the state and also to promote 100% delicious beef burgers.
Nominations will be accepted through midnight on Sunday, March 24th. The Elite 8 restaurants that receive the most nominations will be announced in early April. Then a panel of judges will travel to each restaurant to evaluate the burgers. To be eligible for the contest, the hamburger must meet the following guidelines. The burger must be 100% beef. Other ingredients may be added to the patty, such as spices and veggies. All burgers must be composed of a formed ground beef patty and/or patties served on a bun or other bread product. Burgers may include any combination of condiments, sauces, cheeses, and toppings, and every component of the burger must be placed between the bun or bread pieces or served open-faced on a bread product. Burgers must be available on the nominated restaurant's regular menu, and the restaurant must be open year-round. Now, all of these details can be found on channel3000.com. Well, milder temperatures tomorrow, but then we could see some snow later in the week. Here's Jacob with the forecast.
Yeah, winter decided to take about a month break from, a lot of February to now, but it is going to come back for the next week or so. So 50s for tomorrow, so still fairly comfortable, but starting on Wednesday, we're going to be cold again, and that will continue through the end of this week and most of next week, with that snowfall occurring Thursday night into early Friday. We have an alert day for the likelihood of accumulation, and the Friday morning commute will be impacted by this snowfall. Now, our entire area will see around 1 to 5 inches, with areas south of Madison seeing around 1 inch and areas north possibly seeing up to 5 inches, and Madison will be right in the middle of that, kind of around 2 to 3 inches. But we have another alert day for Sunday and Monday of next week. Now, this system will produce both snowfall and rainfall, but total precipitation will actually be a little bit more for this system. Still a bit clear just how much snow versus rain we will see from this system, but the amount of precipitation that's expected is warranting of an alert day. So let me take you through the forecast. We are going to see that snow move into our area Thursday afternoon and evening. We will be dry until then, and we are expected to see that snowfall throughout the night on Thursday. And much of our area will see only snowfall. We could see a mixture of rain south of Madison near the Illinois border, but other than that, expect only snow from this system, and this may continue into Friday afternoon, but should clear out by the later portions of the day on Friday. Now, as we get towards the weekend, we'll be dry Saturday, maybe a very light sprinkle or flurry, but the second system will move in Sunday morning and afternoon. It will likely start out as snow, but as temperatures warm up, that rain-snow line will creep its way into southern Wisconsin, and we are expected to see quite a bit of rain for Monday afternoon and evening. This system, as I mentioned, will likely produce a lot more precipitation than Thursday, but it also will be a mixture of snow and rain. So accumulations are still a bit uncertain for that system. But for Thursday night into Friday, here's the accumulation forecast. We'll see about an inch, maybe a bit more from Madison. Areas north of Madison will see the most snow with possibly 2 to 4, maybe up to 6 inches. But my guess is we'll max out at around 5 for you folks north of Madison. Now here's a look at the 10-day forecast. We are, or temperature-wise, we're going to be below average on Wednesday, well below average actually. We'll be in the 30s for the rest of the week. 40s for next week, which is still below average for this time of the year. We'll see high temperatures right around, or the average high is right around 50, with actual temperatures forecasted to be in the middle 40s. So we are going to be a bit cooler going forward, but not too cold. Obviously, we've seen colder temperatures, but compared to what we normally see this time of the year, we haven't really seen consistent below average temperatures for quite a while. So alert day Thursday night into early Friday, and then again Sunday and Monday. We also will likely see some pretty gusty winds with that system to start next week. And a lot can still change between now and then with that second system, even with the one Thursday. But I do expect to see some accumulation Thursday, especially north of Madison. But we'll have a little more details on how much snowfall accumulation we'll see for the second system as it gets closer. But prepare for a pretty active week nonetheless.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Tonight's Powerball, $645 million. It rose after there was no big winner on Saturday. Now, if there's a winner this time, they'll take the $645 million. You can spread it out over the 29 annual payments, or a lump sum worth more than $307 million before taxes. Meanwhile, Tuesday night's Mega Million jackpot, $875 million.
Well, good news for fans of Sports Illustrated. The magazine is set to get new life under a publishing deal announced by Authentic Brands Group. Authentic owns the magazine's intellectual property rights. The news caps a tumultuous several months for SI that resulted in widespread layoffs, an artificial intelligence scandal, and the departure of senior executives. Minute Media, a London-based sports-oriented digital media company, will be the new publisher. Well, the Wisconsin men's basketball team is heading back to the big dance. Coming up next in sports, who their first opponent will be, plus when and where you'll be able to watch them play. Stay with us.
Now, First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you feel stuck in a cold and drafty home? Well, there's a better solution than just turning up the heat. Because heating your home is by far the most expensive part of your energy bills. At USA Insulation, we fix cold homes. Most houses are built with builder's grade insulation. So when we fill your walls with our high efficiency foam, your house stays warm without turning up the heat, which saves you a lot of money. And right now, we can insulate your home for as little as $99 per month.
USA Insulation. TDS Fiber Internet makes our home smarter. Working, playing, living, learning. It's all better with TDS Fiber Internet because it's faster, more reliable. It's award-winning internet served up by friendly local folks. It's what keeps us connected. And isn't that what it's all about? Say hello to internet that hits different. Say hello to TDS.
Look, I'm not a young guy. That's no secret. But here's the deal. I understand how to get things done for the American people. I led the country through the COVID crisis. Today, we have the strongest economy in the world. I passed a law that lowers prescription drug prices, caps insulin at $35 a month for seniors. For 4 years, Donald Trump tried to pass an infrastructure law, and he failed. I got it done. Now we're rebuilding America. I passed the biggest law in history to combat climate change because our future depends on it. Donald Trump took away the freedom of women to choose. I'm determined to make Roe v. Wade the law of the land again. Donald Trump believes the job of the president is to take care of Donald Trump. I believe the job of the president is to fight for you, the American people, and that's what I'm doing. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Can we do one more take?
Look, I'm very young, energetic, and handsome. What the hell am I doing this for?
Like a bowl of cherries, life in Attic Angel is healthy and sweet. Our independent and assisted living lifestyles include newly renovated apartments, engaging social activities, and wellness support that is tailored to you. As time marches on, we promote the idea that life can always be a bowl of cherries. Attic Angel Community, the house that angels built.
I'm teaching Eric how to do sports. After a roller coaster kind of season, the Badgers are back in the NCAA tournament. Wisconsin was given a 5 seed in the South region after an impressive run to the Big Ten tournament final. The Badgers will now head to Brooklyn, where they will have to deal with the 12 seed James Madison. The Dukes are 31-3, including a win over Michigan State at the beginning of the season. You'll be able to watch the game right here on CBS. Tip-off is set for Friday at about 8:40 p.m. our time. If the Badgers are able to win, they will play on Sunday against the winner between Duke and Vermont. Well, with March Madness officially in full swing, fans young and old will try their very best to predict the winners. Around 50 million people will try to pick the perfect bracket, but the odds are not in your favor. There are about 9 quintillion possible bracket possibilities. However, analysts have some tips to increase your chances. Look for teams with good road records and with big-time stars.
Usually, the tournament champion and most, if not all, of the Final Four is going to have a guy that is a first-round NBA pick.
The action starts Tuesday with 68 men's and 68 women's teams, all looking to be the last one standing. The NCAA tournament starts tomorrow, and if you haven't filled out a bracket yet or want to fill out another one, we have an option for you. The News 3 Now Bracket Challenge is back, and you can compete for a chance to win a $500 gift card. All entries must be submitted before noon on Thursday. To find a link where you can fill out your bracket, just search for this story on our website, channel3000.com. But the Wisconsin men's basketball team, well, they're not the only ones in tournament play right now. Also on Friday, the Wisconsin women's hockey team is back in the Frozen Four. The Badgers will take on Colgate at 6:30 as they look to punch their ticket into the finals and repeat as champions. We will have coverage of both tournaments, so make sure to stay with News 3 Now. And we do have a quick programming note to share with you. This Wednesday, we're going to be carrying the Bucks and Boston Celtics game right here on WISC-TV. So the Bucks game starts at 6:30, which means Survivor and The Amazing Race will be on Television Wisconsin. That is 3.2 over the air and on cable and satellite services. Survivor begins at 7 p.m. and Amazing Race will begin at 8:30. Once the Bucks game is done, Amazing Race will be joined in progress, but also continue on TW. Those who are unable to access TW over the air on cable or satellite have the option to watch CBS primetime programming the next day on CBS.com.
Very well done. Very well.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Also, Marquette made the tournament, too.
She does know that. She does know that.
I'm the grad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, surprise.
They're, and actually, I think they're in the same region as Wisconsin.
Maybe end up in Houston together, maybe, right?
Perhaps.
I mean, in Dallas.
Dallas, yes. They have to beat Houston to get there.
Right.
But yeah, let's take one final look at the forecast. It's going to be pretty active over the next 10 days. We have 2 alert days, one Thursday night into Friday, and then again Sunday and Monday, as we are going to see 2 systems track into southern Wisconsin. The first one will mostly bring snow, about 1 to 5 inches. The next one will bring a mixture of rain and snow, but overall precipitation will be more for next week's system.
All right, Jacob, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.